Okay. It says alive.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, first off, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
double honors unto the apostles, great millstone, and teaching, rule well. Peace and blessings unto the elect. All right, we're the great millstone Dallas camp, man. Okay, we got the apostles and the other brothers, so we decided to just, step to the side and get some in, man. Okay, so get straight into it, man.
Jeremiah 20:9. Then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name. But his word was in my heart as a burning fire, shut up in my bones, and I was weary with forbearing and could not stay.
We can't help it, man. The spirit is in us to prophesy, man. We can't help it, man. What was that?
Jeremiah 20:9.
Jeremiah couldn't help it, man. He just had to prophesy that, and we're that like spirit, man. What else is there to talk about, man? The fucking basketball, the election. That ain't shit, man. That ain't nothing. That's vanity, man. Okay. The only thing to talk about is the words of Yahweh Shah, man. That's the only thing. That's why we can't help. Well, we can't help but to preach the Lord. Our conversations everywhere, bro. We hate holding conversation with regular people, man. That shit ain't whack. Because we want to talk about the Lord, man.
Amos 3:8. Lion hath roared, who will not fear? The Lord power hath spoken, who can but prophesy?
Exactly. Who can but prophesy? Time with the elder we were running to, man. Jeremiah couldn't help but to prophesy, man. Okay? And that's what it's about, man. The scripture is about prophecy, man. If a nigga is coming up to you in a different spirit, he's not in the spirit of Yahweh Shah. He tell you that in Revelation 19:10 that the spirit, the testimony of Yahweh Shah is the spirit of prophecy, man. The scripture always talk about it. Sirach 39:1, man. He that give his mind to the law of the Lord, the meditation thereof, roughly paraphrased, shall be occupied in prophecy, man. Seeking out the wisdom of the ancient, man. That's what it's about, bro. You got niggas out there telling you don't worry about this and don't worry about this. Don't worry about no war, man. We ain't worried about them. That ain't what you oppress Israel. Hey, man, that's prophecy, right? We will be oppressed, man. This whole book is about prophecy, bro. Going all the way back to Genesis, man. So what are you niggas talking about, man?
This is Acts chapter 4, verse 19.
Yeah, I had 20. Go ahead.
I know. Oh, that's what you were holding?
Yeah, you got to cut.
This is Acts chapter 4, verse 19. But Peter and John answered and said unto them, whether it be right in the sight of the Most High to hearken unto you more than unto the Most High, judge ye. For we cannot but speak to things which we have seen and heard. Okay, so the only reason why you see us on camera right now, while we come out here week in and week out, okay, is simply to preach the things that we've seen through the Spirit and heard, man. Okay, this is all through faith. That's why majority of people, this looks crazy to you, because the Israelites they weren't acknowledged. The true Israelites weren't acknowledged as the nation of Judea since the Roman Empire. So Esau looking at us and our 2/3 of our people that's bugged out looking at us like we crazy because we keeping customs from thousands of years ago. We just had the Passover. That's a tradition that predates Christmas and all of these. All of these various different. And these people about to celebrate Easter, they don't know why they're celebrating it because we just got we got the understanding of what the real Passover is, right? But you ask a Christian, what is Easter about? And they say Jesus' birthday. They don't know if it's Christmas or if it's Easter, whether they say it's Jesus' birthday. And then even celebrating birthdays is not a custom that that the Most High gave us to keep. You see that? So hey man, we going off of what the Most High told us. I got another precept. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 9. I'll just step right here. Yeah. Yeah. Volume's a lot, bro. 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 16. It says, "For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel." Okay? Necessity, man. It's required of us to preach the scriptures, man. You know, if we don't, we through. The Lord gonna jack us up, man, because we put our hand to the plow. You see that? So we've already made up our minds what we're gonna focus on until the Lord bring us out of this place, man.
I got one. Yeah, this is Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 17, and it reads, "Thou therefore gird up thy loins and arise and speak unto them all that I command thee."
Right, gird up your loins, man. Hey, adversity is gonna come. Tribulation is gonna come. Are you gonna be what we call a hoe ass nigga, man? You're gonna be somebody that basically experiences adversity and faints, like the scriptures say. Basically, the one that faints in the day of adversity, his soul is weak, man. You know. Hey, the scriptures say that our flesh, it decreases, it wanes, it gets weaker, but our spirit is renewed day by day. That's what keeps us going, man. That's what gives us that continual, this truth, really, ultimately, because, you could have been depressed before you click the record button, and then you get, invigorated and excited, and, and get that fuel to continue to go on, it's bullshit happened to you, and you're like, man, I don't want to be here no more. And you remember why you're here. Oh yeah, I'm here to preach the word. That's why the Lord confirms it. The Spirit confirms it when you actually doing what you do what you're supposed to do.
Let's look. Just to finish this out. Which I'll start it back at the top. Jeremiah 1 and 17. "Thou therefore gird up thy loins and arise and speak unto them all that I command thee. Be not dismayed at their faces, lest I confound thee before them." So just like the brothers are going into, the Lord commanded us to come out here and speak His words, man. Speak His commandments. Like it says in Isaiah 58 and 1, "Cry aloud." You know what I'm saying? "Lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgressions," man. And that's what we're coming out here to do, because it's a commandment, man. What is that? Is it in Romans 12? To put thy body as a living sacrifice.
Oh yeah, body as a living sacrifice. Yeah. You know what? Can you get that? I want to get. Well, actually, no, I'll get it because I had a precept. But I'm gonna get this in Romans, the one you call Romans 12. I'm gonna get it real quick. This is Romans chapter 12, and I believe it's the second verse. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 1. It says, "I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service."
God, this is our service, man. It's a duty that was commanded by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. And Apostle Paul is saying he beseeches us, which he's begging us to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Pleading with us, exactly. For our own welfare, man. This is going to benefit us, man. There's a righteous reward coming for these things, man. We ain't doing this for nothing. All these men beginning spot, starting with Apostle Tahar on down, there's a reward coming to these men, man.
This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 8. It says, "Knowing that whatsoever good thing any man doeth, the same shall he receive of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, whether he be bond or free." Because ultimately, man, whatever we do towards the furthering of the gospel is gonna be remembered. The Lord is taking account of it as long as we endure to the end. That's the key thing. We gotta finish to the end, man. Because you can get to the second to last day and show yourself to be, somebody that's not upright, and then you basically lost all of that you know, all of that, all of the work that you did was for nothing, man, because you showed yourself not to be loyal to this thing of ours, man. You know, ultimately, like the scriptures say in Sirach, man, you know, death is not a terrible thing to a man that has been afflicted in his soul, man.
Right.
You know, this life, hey, our hatred is being perfected here, man. This ain't where it's at, man. And we know it's not where it's at because even the so-called well-off jakes, they're still under the curses. You know, we're still the devil is still ruling, man. Our people, our own people, are still bugged out and against us. They're sided with the enemy. They're compromised, man. Yeah, their mind is like it's not. You can't trust them. You can't confide with them. Oh yeah, you know when that time comes, you know, for them to house you and not tell them. The scriptures say that a father is going to turn in his son, vice versa, man. Family members going to turn on each other. The love of many shall wax cold. Yeah. Yeah.
Just going in with what the brother just said. This is Mark chapter 13 and verse 12, which I had verse 13, but yeah, he said that, so I'm going to read verse 12. Now the brother shall betray the brother to death, and the father the son, and children shall rise up against their parents, and shall cause them to be put to death. So just like the brother just said, man, you know, we're going to have family members coming against you, which, you know, our family members, they don't agree with this. So that the brothers are already having problems with family members, with their families and such, man. You know what I'm saying? But you can't worry about this because your worldly family, that's not the true family, man. You know, the true family pursuing Matthew, I believe it's Matthew the 12th chapter, is this the spiritual family, man. You know, which began in the heavens, man. You know, it's a big family reunion. We're finding each other now on the earth, man. You know, he pointed to his disciples and said, behold, this is my mother, my sister, and my brother. And basically saying, this is my family, man. You know what I'm saying? Those that do the will of my Father.
Right.
So one more verse, verse 12, verse 13.
That's why the scriptures say there is a friend that's sticking closer to a brother. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, we call each other brethren because that's the closest kinship that you can really acknowledge. But it's closer than a brother, really. Right. Because a brother is really on a basic level, that's your blood, right, which is supposed to be the closest that it gets.
Right.
But in this society, our family is estranged from each other. You know what I mean? And you know, back in the ancient world, you know, Israel as a nation, you know, our actual brother, you probably was going to be one of the closest people here. You know, right. You know, obviously there's exceptions, but even more so now, man. Well, you know, the amount of demonic ass activity. Can you check and see if we're still live? Yeah. GMS still home. I can't see the screen no more. But yeah. But yeah, if you brothers could still see, you know what I'm saying? Bob, shot. Hopefully he's going live this time. Check and see if we're still. Okay, you still good? Okay, time. Okay, got it. Okay, yeah, we good. Okay, so yeah, that was on that.
Just one more verse. Just going in on the fact because you said we had to endure. So this Mark back in Mark 13 and verse 13, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But
for my name's sake. Good. Yeah, for my name, for the name of your see, it's not for the name of Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try that. Man, nobody said nothing, man.
Still going.
Yeah, we good. Yeah, I guess I must hit the mute button. I don't know how long it was. Man, I don't know how long it was.
I know, right?
Shit, I don't know how long it was going. Might have been a little minute. Yeah, because anyway, it's all good, man. We prophesying can win. Whatever it is, man. Because we in the spirit ultimately, man. Yeah, it was. Yeah, we can hear it now. Yeah. We're in the spirit ultimately. That's all it is, man. The wind blows where it listens. The Lord didn't want that part to go out. Maybe He muted it so my channel didn't get.
I know, right?
Because I was bitten like a motherfucker, man. He might have, because
That's real.
I kind of like this channel. This is my original page,
Right.
So he might have did that, like, get it out, but
Right.
so it might have been the spirit, man. Yeah, but I will read, since I know, brothers in here. I will read the Sirach 20:1 again. I will read that. Sirach chapter 20, because basically we're saying it's better to, hold your peace than to speak. Sirach chapter 20, verse 1, there is a reproof that is not comely. Again, some man holdeth his tongue, and he is wise. So some people, we may even have the right answer sometimes, but all things are not expedient. People don't understand, discretion. Oh, and Proverbs, the first chapter talks about that. It gives you discretion. That's a really good quality that people love. Is when to hold them and when to fold them. You know what I mean? You know when to even if you're right. Because some people got that want to be right spirit on them at all times. They always want to be right. But it's not always good to speak, man. But we come out here and we profess openly the gospel of Yahweh Shem Yahshua openly, man. When we out here in the highways and byways. So that was it on that.
I got one second. That same one.
Proverbs 17:28. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise. And he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. So if your ass even if you don't know the thing, if you hold your peace, you counted wise in that situation, man. But the minute you start blabbering off at the mouth or get the topic that you don't understand, you look like a fool, man. Even a fool, when he holds his peace, it look like he has wisdom, man. That's in the scriptures, man. So you ain't always got to talk all the time, especially if you ain't got nothing good to say. You got to
Con, man. Yeah, man. This truth is a comfort, man. This is the only, the body, the brotherhood. This is the only thing where we actually feel like we actually are worth something. Like we actually have
it's just a platform. Because the world got their platform.
Right.
This is our platform to come out and curse y'all ass out to your face.
Yeah.
Right? Through the spirit of Yahweh Shem.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because most of us, we didn't feel like we belonged here.
Yep.
We didn't know what you were looking at, what's the meaning of life, trying to understand it.
Right.
You believe in the Most High, but you didn't understand, like, what do you want me to do? Because we didn't have no identity, man.
Right.
This truth gives us identity. And it's not no fake identity. It's the real thing. We go into the scriptures and we actually read it, which feels like we're reading a history book.
Right.
And then we connect with the persecution of our brethren, of the various different tribes. You know what I mean? Hey, all the tribes caught hell, man, especially here in America. Judah and Ephraim being oppressed together. That's in the scriptures. And now we coming together in the spirit. We back again. Like Judah, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom haven't dwelled, as a nation in one landmass pretty much since we had our nation, since we were a sovereign nation. All the tribes are here in America. Now, I'm not saying that there's no other Israelites in America, but you have a representation of all the tribes in North and South America and, Central America. Now, there's, like you said, there's other jakes, spread across the four corners of the earth, but primarily in the United States, I'll say probably about 75% of everybody that's here is probably a Jake. Because Esau will tell you, and this is on his own statistics, he'll tell you that he's no longer a majority. The Latinos, they've outpopulated Esau here. right? Joe Biden made that thing. He was like, yeah, you know, we're a minority. With that, I think it was Joe Biden. Yeah, he was like, yeah, we are a minority, you know, and the Negroes, you know, they snuffed those numbers. It's really way more Jakes. It's more than 12% or 14%. It's more Jakes than that. More than Southern Kingdom Judites and Benjamites, and you know, and then you got a lot of Pacific Islanders. Most of these people here are Jakes, man.
They mixed up.
Yeah.
So-called,
yeah. And then you got Esau, the devil, the minority. He's taskmaster, you know. Because even back in the slavery days, man, that was the taskmaster's worst fear, a revolt.
Right.
Because they outnumbered them. We outnumbered them way more than they had, you know. But we just didn't have the resource, and ultimately the spirit of the Lord wasn't with us to take over Esau, man, on a carnal level. His blessing is a sword, man. Let's get that in Revelation 6.
Yeah, he made our resources few, so we couldn't rebel.
Yeah. He purposely, basically made us to where we didn't have nothing, we didn't know nothing. He took away our heritage, our names. That's why he's gonna pay, man. And I was vexed earlier, man. I was telling the brother, hey, the Lord probably muted that part of the video, honestly, because it probably would have got cut. My page probably would have got a strike just from the amount of vexation that I didn't care.
Right.
You know? And that's us fulfilling Ezekiel 9:4, man.
Yep.
Sighing and crying for all the abominations, man. We hate it. Hey, Jaden Smith, I hate it here. I want to go home. And she turned around. She's like, shit. Is that him? For real. We don't like this place, man. We genuinely, but it wasn't like that. I didn't feel like this, you know, 5 years. You know what I mean? Like I was like, okay, yeah, America going down. You know, it's wicked, but I didn't see. It was like, oh, we can't stay here, bro. I'm gonna raise a family here. Brothers that got families, they're like, man, shit. You know what I mean? Because they don't want their children to grow up in this hellhole, man.
Around these people,
yeah.
Go to the mountains and shit.
Yeah, we don't want to be here, man. That's why a lot of Jakes that's really that's up on game. You know, when we say Jakes, we're talking about Israelites, you know, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. A lot of our people that's kind of up on game about, you know, how wicked America is, they go out the country, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They ain't trying to live here. They ain't trying to move around.
Right.
You know, but money, it draws all the people in. This is really the hub, the epicenter of the earth is America, man. Because you can get bands out here. You go out and feed your family on a regular wage out here. You can feed your whole family in, you know, a country like Honduras or some, you know, random little, you know, colonized, you know. That's what these other nations do. Send that money back to India. You know how much money China's making off America? That's what they're going to lament, man. Think about that.
Yeah.
Their goal is to become an employee out here when they raised up in school. That's why they learn English. They don't speak English in India and China. They make their children learn English.
Don't get that guap.
You see that?
A lot of people that were at work at, you know, as a government, they make chips and stuff like that, you know, like calculators and all the way up to like chips for like, you know, like tanks and fucking drones and shit.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of the people that you see up there that are working on these tools, these machines that make these things are Chinese.
Yeah.
Chinese guys. Yeah. You know, so you can see this company, I don't want to say the name, but this company has other buildings in China too, man.
Yeah.
They come back and forth. So one of the fears during the pandemic was that all these Chinese guys coming back and forth between those buildings in America and China was that they would bring that disease over here before it really started hitting.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, even iPhones, they're built in China and they're shipped back over here. It says, if you look on the back or on the box, it says designed in California, not built, because the models would cost 10 bands out here.
They got cheap ass products, man. China got some cheap ass products, man.
Well, yeah. Well, they make it for cheap, but really, TSMC, which is the major, people don't even know what. I
got stock in that company.
Yeah, well, but regular people though, they don't know what
I got another. No, I got AMD, but yeah, I know.
They're like, what the hell is that?
I know, right?
TSMC is like one of the most valuable companies on the planet.
And
Like,
one
no
of them
bullshit.
and one is in Phoenix.
Well,
I know what you're talking about.
yeah, well,
That's
it's
right.
Taiwanese company.
Chip making company.
Yeah, it's the largest producer of microchips in the world, man.
Yeah.
And those facilities are ridiculously expensive.
Huge.
Ridiculously expensive to even maintain, man. So you know, if one of those things go down, that's why everybody was saying there's a chip shortage. It's a chip shortage.
Right.
Yeah, because one fucking company can erase the entire world.
One graphics card right now for NVIDIA, I think, is like over $3,000.
Yeah. Well, the reason why is because of the intricacies of the circuits that they make. There's only so much stuff that they can fit. That's why they're trying to go into quantum computing. And you know, it sounds nerdy, but you think about it. How much shit can you really make? How much smaller can you make stuff? You know?
You're right. You got to what?
Yeah. But the reason why it's so expensive to make stuff like that here in America is because Americans they have to pay for the labor.
Right.
That's the thing. When you cut labor costs, then you pretty much erase that overhead cost, the cost of running your business, and you increase your profits. So if you can pay a Chinese,
17 cents.
Yeah, 17 cents an hour on some real shit. You know what I mean?
$1 an hour.
Versus paying a spoiled ass, 18-year-old $17 an hour. They're gonna send that shit to China, pay that little fee to get it over here in masses. It may cost millions, but that's in their budget. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then they make money off of niggas. Make money.
Yeah,
People financing it, you know what I mean? It's all a system, man.
Yeah, if you look into Amazon wholesaling, that's what they do. Yeah. They'll buy their products in China from Alibaba or something.
Yeah.
And you buy like a 5,000, I don't know, like a damn, like a fake tree or something for like $5 a piece, but you gotta buy them both.
Yeah.
So when you ship them over here, that one piece you could sell for like $45, $50.
Yeah.
So that's like over 100% profit.
Oh yeah.
Return.
Well, that's when the term "it takes money to make money" actually comes into play. You got to understand economics, man. Economics is in the scriptures. Geopolitics and all that stuff. That's in the scriptures too, man. But this stuff is good to know, because if you understand how the world works, you'll be able to apply it to the scriptures, man. And when you read things like Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, you'll be able to understand it more. That's why Elder Ariel, he goes into that Habakkuk 2, the algorithms and stuff. You got to understand. Matter of fact, let's get a little bit of Habakkuk 2. Did we get what we holding?
Revelation 6.
Oh, damn, I forgot to get that one. You ever read Revelation 6, where it was given to? Oh, you read it? Oh, you did read it? Oh, okay, go ahead.
This is Revelation 6 and 4.
Yeah.
And there went out another horse that was red.
Yeah, Esau, the devil, man. This is the devil on the planet Earth. Esau, man. I am fully convinced, without a shadow of a doubt. I used to always wonder, why do you like you? Because I was open to it. I went to an Edomite school when I was in kindergarten and shit. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, race, you don't care. I didn't even care. I didn't even think about that.
Right.
But then you see, they don't really fuck with you. You start, damn, what's going on with these niggas? Like, oh, the devil. Okay, that makes sense. They're jealous of you. They want to be you. So they make you feel less than them. But really, they're the scum on the earth, man.
Right.
You are the base. You're the fucking underneath. That's why in the kingdom, man, we're gonna be having our foot on your necks, man. And that's in the scriptures, man. Isaiah 66.
Yeah, it's that little one against the stone.
We're gonna get Isaiah 66.
Take your babies and dash them against the stone.
This is Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Yeah, power was given him that sat thereon. Who was the one that sat on the red horse? Esau, Edom. The scriptures deal with nations, man. Who was the he there? How are you gonna? Who is he? Is it one man? You know, people talk. You know, no. It's a nation of people, man. You gotta think big. Think bigger, man. We're talking about the Most High's understanding that's being endued upon us, man. We gotta think past, you know, what we see on TV, man. You know, because we really talking on a basic level. We're not even going deep. We going talking to our basic level to a majority of these people. They're just, you know, they're people that has never heard of this stuff before. So we gotta come with the milk. You know?
On their level.
Yeah. You know? Go ahead. Oh, it says power was given to him that sat there on. So the Most High put him in the position to rule. Okay, go ahead.
God, it says, and that they should kill one another.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what they always do. Fight one amongst another. That's what's going on right now. Esau against Esau, man. World War I and World War II was Edomites against Edomites. This nation of Edom warring against this nation of Edom, and people think that, oh, it's been white people in Europe for 2,000 years. Bro, are you crazy? Jake was in Europe, man. You never heard of the concept of the Byzantine Empire that spanned pretty much the entire medieval ages? Like, it's not like, you know, they know about, if you got, oh, hey, you know about Rome? Oh, yeah, I know a little bit about the Caesars, right? Yeah. You know, they know them, but you don't know shit about what happened prior to slave ships. You don't know a damn thing.
They don't even know why they call it the Dark Age. They don't even know why they call it the Dark Age.
Yeah.
He was ruling.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we say that. It's supposedly, if you ask a scholar, it's because there's not many writing. That's some bullshit, man. Right. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. That's what happened.
Hey, he lied so much he believed his own lie.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Pre-Renaissance, there was just nothing going on.
Right, just nothing.
And that's what they teach.
Yeah. The Most High wasn't dealing in the earth.
Yeah.
Wasn't no knowledge, you know.
The Mongols, they just took over everything. Attila the Hun, whatever it is, that nigga, he came in, the nigga from Mulan. He came in there, fucked everybody up, and we all forgot how to read until Esau came back and taught us everything again with the Renaissance and Leonardo da Vinci and all of this, you know, Mona Lisa shit. No, man, that's him telling what happened.
Right.
Why? Oh yeah, he is a rulership. I forgot. That's why these buildings are built after the architecture of what? Renaissance. You have literally a Renaissance tower in downtown Dallas. If you go over there, Neiman Marcus, the headquarters of Neiman Marcus, right over there, or one of these buildings right, you know, over here, and it says, if you read on the plaque, the building is styled in Renaissance style to, you know, basically commemorate Esau's or his origins, man. What he associates with, the origins that he associates with, which is
You ain't gotta get the camera up on this building right here. Yeah. You got 4 Renaissance art head figures right at the top of it, man.
Oh wow!
You see what I'm saying? I've been seeing that for years, bro.
Yeah.
At the very top. You got 4 of them, and they facing the east. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, all of this, man.
This is designed from Babylonian and Roman. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, so we'll finish up with this scripture here. What?
And there was given unto him a great sword.
That's it, man. The great sword that he's gonna use to basically dust Esau, Edomites, you know, and Jake off. So the Jakes that try to overthrow Esau before the time, it's not gonna happen, man. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. It's a spiritual war. But we gotta really know that and believe that in our minds before the Lord does the work. He's gonna do the heavy lifting. You know, so we just gotta maintain faith, brothers. Got any other points or anything like that? Hey man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. Lord willing, this is edifying with that. We give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kamadash. Love honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.